So it's official. China has attacked the United States. The Civil War, which has claimed the lives of 500,000 American lives, is now a side note with news of this attack. Numerous hypersonic missiles were launched towards the United States from China in the last hour. Russia and North Korea, Iran also have expressed their support for China and have vowed to assist them militarily in the coming hours. This is World War III, guys. No doubt about it. NATO have vowed to retaliate in support of America. And this is going to be all-out war. What happens now with our own war, our civil war? Is it on hold? Do we continue fighting each other and the Chinese? Shit, guys, what in the hell is going on? This is seriously fucking...
The Chinese warned that they would pull this shit in defense of the American people. They always supported the militia uprising. They funded the goddamn revolution from the start, knowing full well that they could never win, but would at least weaken the American military, paving the way for an attack. From the beginning of the revolution, they expressed their desire to, take us down under the flag of liberation. Yeah, liberating the American people from a tyrannical government. And obviously they don't give a shit about liberating us. This is about conquering us. The Civil War was the perfect time for China to strike, and yet people are like, oh my God, I can't believe China has attacked us. Well, I mean, if your enemy, your main competition, militarily, economically, technologically, is severely wounded, that's when you finish them off, right? Kick them while they're down. What better time to do it when a country is embroiled in a vicious civil war? When a country is divided and their attention, their focus is primarily on killing each other and defenses are low, the majority of these hypersonic missiles hit, and they're just a small number of what China has to offer. They have many more, not to mention the fact that Russia, North Korea, and Iran have not got involved yet, but they will. They have sworn to. Parts of New Jersey have already been hit, upstate New York, parts of California, Nevada, Arizona, and that's just the start. These new hypersonic missiles are difficult to track because of their maneuverability all along their trajectory. They fly much higher than slower subsonic missiles, but much lower than intercontinental ballistic missiles, and the United States doesn't have good tracking coverage for this in-between area, hence the reason many of these things are getting through. And information at the minute is sketchy at best, most of what we know, because the grid is, basically down across the United States. Most of the information we're getting is trickling through from European news outlets, which is ironic, because we're learning about what's happening in our own country from what's been reported in others, but apparently there's been a massive loss of life in New Jersey from the Chinese missile strikes there. I heard that fatalities could already be in the thousands. That's the extent of the damage. Now, that doesn't sound like the Chinese are trying to liberate us. It sounds like they're trying to wipe us out. This is an extermination, some kind of war of the worlds type shit, except the aliens are Chinese.
It's happening. It's actually freaking happening, guys. The Chinese have struck, and the Russians and North Korea, probably Iran, whoever it is that hates us, they're going to join in soon, too. I can't believe this is happening. Shit, I mean, Civil War was bad enough, but this is freaking World War III. How is the military going to respond when they are busy fighting the militias? Or has that stopped now? Like, what happens now? Is the Civil War over and everyone's attention is on fighting the Chinese now? Man, I am so confused. Either way, it's World War III, guys. It's happening. It's here. And the world is on the cusp of destruction. And holy shit, I am scared.
Chinese missiles rain down on Houston like bang, 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 bang. New Jersey too, bang, bang, bang. Shit, people, like this is some third world war shit for real, y'all. And the Russians ain't even got involved in this shit yet. And the Iran and Afghanistan people or whatever, them neither. But like, what we doing, people? We need to start blowing some shit up in their countries too. Show them what America, the United States of great America, is capable of. Like, for real, nuke them to hell, people. Those bitch-ass pussies ain't gonna use no nuke. We should be like, yo, you want a war? Huh, you want a war? Okay, bang. How's that, bitches? You want more? Okay, bang, 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 bang. Don't mess with us. We will
I always knew that the Chinese were up to something. Yeah, they're quiet, kind of inconspicuous, but deep down, they're crafty little fellas, I'm telling you.
They've hit more targets around the country. One even hit Vancouver. what the hell? What is going on, man? Seriously, what's even happening now with the military militias? I'm hearing gunfire and explosions, but I don't know if that's the military and militias who are continuing to fight each other, or if that's us firing at the Chinese, or the Chinese firing at us. Seriously, I don't know what's going on, but I did hear that the Chinese president released some sort of statement or whatever, saying like this is only the beginning stages, that the United States hasn't seen anything yet, and yeah, shit like that. But NATO have declared war on China. I heard that too, and also declared war on Russia and maybe Iran, probably. I don't know, but this shit is gonna get worse. Who's the first nuke gonna come from? That's what I'm wondering. Like, we not just fire every nuke we have at Russia and China. Like, why not before they do it, right? I don't know. I really don't know how this shit works. Do we even have the capability of putting up a fight against China right now? Like, this country, the military, has already suffered massive losses and damage fighting against the militias, right? So how can we fight the Chinese, who is even in charge right now? Currently, we don't even got a president, like, who is giving the order. Man, why did this shit have to happen in my lifetime? Why could I not have been born in? I don't know. Sometime when the world wasn't batshit crazy, maybe it always was, but I feel like we really living in a batshit crazy time, even before all the wars, the kind of lead up to all this shit. And I think we were like slowly losing our minds anyway. All that wokey stuff, that was getting real weird. And you couldn't say what you once could say, a lot of censorship and shit. Hate speech laws and whatnot, proper Orwellian type shit coming into play. There was like a narrative, you know, we all had to read from the same page, all this shit. And if you didn't, you were like, oh, what's that word? It sounds like an ostrich. What is it? Ostrich is seeing no enough. Yeah, ostracized. That's it. Yeah, we were like on a serious downward spiral, I think, like morally, socially, spiritually, in every aspect.
Now you listen to me, Mr. Chinese President, Mr. whatever your name is, Mr. Wu Wang Li, Lang Sing Song, Ping Pong. Enough. Do you hear me? Enough. We are dealing with enough problems as it is. Problems that you do not understand. Okay, you do not understand them. Now I am warning you. Stop this now, because who the hell do you think you are? Who do you think you are to have the audacity to attack us, the United States of America? Sure, we have our problems, but we are the goddamn United States of America. We will bring misery, absolute misery on your country for this, absolute misery, just like we've brought misery to countless others. That's what we do, so others know who is boss.
Yo, did you hear guys New York was hit? Like actual Manhattan. Manhattan was hit. They're talking about it in Europe on the news there apparently. If anyone else heard about that, let me know. Because maybe this is like the start of the second round of missiles or whatever that China was talking about. Like, that first wave was nothing. Maybe this is the start of the second, because like you don't get, or that's a big statement hitting Manhattan. So like the Chinese now can't obviously use that line anymore, like we're liberating the American people. No way. Not if that's true and Manhattan has been hit. I mean, Manhattan wasn't even an area that was badly affected by the Civil War, no militia, hardly any military presence for the most part. So hitting there is a statement.
Oh my God, they hit New York. They hit Manhattan. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mom, if you're listening, I'm so scared. Where are you? I need you. What is happening?
And they are firing shit tons of missiles now. All of them. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea combined, all of them. They are raining down on America as we speak. If you haven't seen one yet, believe me, you will. But we're preparing to fire back. It's been confirmed. We're preparing to fire back. Our allies, too. United Kingdom, France, Israel. So, yeah, here it is, folks. Buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride from here on in. World War III is in full swing.
And Israel started pummeling Iran? Yes? Come on, what the hell, man? I am scared shitless, and yet I am totally buzzing at the same time, man. This is some scary shit, yo. Like, I'm actually witnessing World War III. This will be something to tell the grandkids. If I survive, that is. So Iran is getting hit by Israel, like full-on blown to shit, apparently. And we are very close to launching our first missiles, or already have. Like, Some people said we launched them before the first Chinese missile even hit us. But how long does it take these things to get to? Well, China, I have no idea, but Britain and France, theirs are headed towards Russia. Oh my god, this is crazy, man. I got butterflies, like, with excitement. Hey, wait, am I psychopath? I think I might be a psychopath. Holy shit. I guess you were right to bring me to that therapist, Mom, when I was 8 years old. It's taken World War III to make me realize that I have got some serious issues. When you are excited by the prospect of the world getting nuked, I think that's a red flag right there.
Just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, they went and got worse. It's all out war now. The Chinese have hit Manhattan. Boston has been hit. Nashville, Chicago, Houston, San Antonio, Indianapolis, Las Vegas, Memphis, Wichita, Orlando, Atlanta, Sacramento. The list goes on and on and on. Cities and towns all across the country being hit. The majority of them, people seem to think, have been hit by Chinese missiles, but Russia has taken responsibility now too for some of them. Iran too, but now Iran is in a one-on-one exchange, I guess you could call it, with Israel. Come on, seriously. When is one of our goddamn missiles gonna hit, land, whatever? Are we just gonna sit here and wait to get completely destroyed? And what have we fired at China anyway? Are they ballistic missiles or what? I don't know shit about this. Like, what are we even getting hit by? Can someone tell me that? Whatever they are doing a serious amount of damage. And folks are getting wiped out in the goddamn thousands.
My neighborhood is gone, completely gone, and I need help. My leg is trapped, the kitchen unit, it collapsed. Please, just anyone, I can hear people screaming. We need help, for God's sake.
Bodies everywhere. Oh my god, and body parts. Mother's sick. My leg is bleeding. It doesn't look good. Oh my god, I think I might be bleeding out. I need help, please, God, don't let me die, please. I feel cold. I feel really cold. Mom, I need you, please. I'm starting to feel really cold. Why? You evil bastards. You evil sons of bitches.
Superborn in flames, burning alive, headless bodies, limbs everywhere, streams of blood, mixed with dust, screaming, God help us.
Trapped in the rubble. I can hear them, like, whimpering and screaming, and there's nothing I can do. I feel so goddamn guilty. These are my friends and neighbors, for God's sake, and I can't do anything. I can't breathe. I'm suffocating. I think I'm gonna die. There are just bodies lying all over the street. Some under rubble, heads crushed, some missing body parts, blood just everywhere. There's people screaming for help.
Like 3 missiles within the space of a minute. People were trying to run away after the first, but they got hit in the second, blind panic, and then the third, bang, complete carnage.
What's just happening? Just bodies, just everywhere. I'm having a panic attack.
So are you hearing this? Seriously, are you hearing this? We hit China. Yes, we hit China with a goddamn nuclear missile. 3 friggin' times. Oh my good Lord. An atomic bomb. My God, we have brought this to a whole new level. Can someone confirm this, please? I mean, I knew we had fired missiles, but nukes? My buddy just told me. Is it true? Please tell me it's not. I mean, I expected huge retaliatory strikes on China, but like ballistics, hypersonic missile strikes, not goddamn nukes. That seems too hard to believe that they would be that stupid to escalate the situation to nukes, because obviously now China are going to come straight back and fire at us. So what's this going to be? Like tit for tat, nuclear strikes? That's what the dumbasses in our defunct government decided on. Seriously, the first thing they thought was nuke them. So now we got to nuke Russia too, I guess. I mean, what the hell? That seems like the dumbest goddamn move to make. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And everyone thinks it was a great idea. Like it will. Scare China off. Like, damn, America really means business. But hell, I don't think so. I think this will be, once everyone gets involved, the United Kingdom, all our allies and all their allies, this will be like 15 heavyweights in a ring together, all throwing haymakers at each other until they're all dead and bloody on the canvas. I just can't see any other way this is going to go.
Chinese are waking up to the smell of nuclear. Hell yeah, come on, America. You think you can pull the shit that you did and get away with it? Oh, hell no. Anyone who somehow escapes us at first, well, our wrath, our vengeance, our American justice will catch up with you. We will hunt you down and we will crucify you, and the United States flag will hang above your cross
as a reminder that you do not cross America. We will win every goddamn time. You do not.
So here's what's going on. As far as I understand, we have hit China. Like, when I say hit, I mean nuked. Yes, nuked some cities in China. Like, is this for real? This is what's been said on the news in Europe, and that's what we're relying on to wait. Holy shit. China started firing on Europe. Yeah, the Chinese are firing now at cities across Europe, and Russia has been hit. By who? Man, this information is coming through too fast to properly process and report on. So when was Russia hit, and by who? Can anyone confirm this? What about China? Like, if we nuke some cities in it, I mean, the casualties, the fatalities must be massive, and did we just, like, hit a city with no regard for the population, or what? I don't know. It's so annoying to be relying on news from other countries. Most of it's not even in English. Anyone know what's going on in Europe? Let me know, like, what places were hit. And,
according to satellite images anyway, the following American cities have been destroyed, or at least seriously well blown to shit. Let's just say New York was badly hit, San Antonio, large parts of Los Angeles, Columbus, Ohio, Indianapolis, Austin, Texas, Denver, Washington. A lot of these places were, remember, already devastated by the Civil War. So how much of this is based on Chinese attacks? I don't know, but I'll keep going. Seattle, Memphis, Oklahoma, Milwaukee, Sacramento, Minneapolis, Chicago. Wait, how did I miss Chicago? Anyway, Jersey City, Orlando, Pittsburgh, North Las Vegas, Knoxville, Santa Rosa, New Bedford, Kansas, Phoenix, South Fulton, Mesa, Tucson, Arizona, Scottsdale, Tulsa. Anyway, I could be reading these all day. There are a lot of places that I haven't even heard of, but since the Chinese attacks, which luckily I have not been affected by as yet, and I hope it continues that way, but yeah, since the attacks, my God, it's estimated that, now this is a very rough estimate, that 1.5 million, yes, 1.5 million Americans could have been killed. Oh my God, that's crazy. And the attacks are intensifying, so a lot more to come. This is so sad. What has the world come to? This is surely the end, right, folks? It has to be, how can we possibly get over this? I mean, during the Second World War, the type of weaponry we have now did not exist, well, not until the end of the war with the atomic bombs and Japan and that whole thing. But people then would not have been able to imagine a weapon that could wipe out people in the millions. But we can. And for God's sake, we've gone and used one. Not just one, but three. We nuked some Chinese cities, and millions must be dead there too. I mean, their cities have like 10, 15, 20 million in them. And surely they hit us now with nukes, won't they? So, I mean, how in the hell has it escalated to this? I mean, I knew the human race was seriously messed up, but, oh my God, I can't get my head around all this, and Europe is getting hit too by China, or maybe Russia, maybe both, I don't know. And then Russian cities are getting hit by the United Kingdom, France, Germany, and Iran is engaged in a war with Israel, and some other Arab nations have joined in there supporting Iran in attacking Israel. That's a whole regional war of its own right there. It's difficult to summarize everything that's going on. Many parts of the United Kingdom have been hit. I don't know by who, but India now too is preparing to attack. My God, who are they after? Let's see. Oh, they're after Pakistan. What in the hell do Pakistan have to do with this? Or India? Why are they fighting? Like, shit, did I miss something? I knew India, Russia, and China were kind of friendly with each other, but what's going on there? Holy shit on a stick. This is crazy. And as we speak, news coming through, bang. Another nuke is hit, mainland China. Another nuke has hit China.
We hit China. Again, another nuke. This time, Shanghai. We are blowing those bitches to shit, y'all. Come on, America. There ain't no way those bitches be coming back from this, y'all. They are done. America will prevail, bitches. Mark my words, y'all. Those bitches be like, yo, what the hell? Here we are again, saving the world, y'all. Come on, America. Russia next. Let's turn that bitch into a wasteland, y'all. Those bitches ain't coming back from this shit, y'all. Like I said, they ain't gonna do nothing. They've offered all they got. They ain't gonna fight or no bitch-ass nukes.
The Chinese have fired nukes towards America. They launched them before our first nuke even hit China. When ours was landing, theirs was already on the way. So I think we're talking about maybe 15 to 20 minutes before the first one hits. I don't know where, I don't know how many, but they are on the way. If you are fortunate enough to have a bunker, get to it now. If you don't, we'll just hope that one of them don't hit where you are. I'm too old to run. If it's my time, then it's my time. But my heart goes out to everyone who is suffering because of this. Wherever you are, whatever nationality you are, it don't matter. My heart goes out to you, and it's always the average person that suffers the most during these times and in any war. The leaders, the orchestrators, they ain't in harm's way. They will have their secure places and bunkers in the most remote places, a long way away from any harm. But what kind of a world are they going to return to anyway? But I find it very hard to believe that this whole thing wasn't planned well in advance. Depopulation reasons. I wouldn't be surprised if they all agreed on what places they could take out to bring the population down. Seriously, that might sound crazy, but maybe the powers that be, see this as a cleansing of the earth. And they view this as worth it, the destruction of cities, people, the earth itself, in order to rebuild, build back better. As they put it, that slogan they were using, build back better, which if you write in lowercase, the first letter of each word, BBB, kind of looks like 666, don't it? Coincidence? Maybe yes, maybe no. But it could be a subtle little hint of their intentions, because they do that. They get off on playing with the public. Anyway, now I'm kind of rambling, but I wish y'all the best considering, and maybe you'll hear from me again, maybe not, but take care, folks.
I don't even know where my wife and kids are. Like a goddamn idiot. I joined the militia for what? You know? I mean, for what? You know, trying to be the hero, go out fighting for my country, within my own country, and then this shit happens. Goddamn Chinese. Always up to something. I had a little friend who was Chinese, not small. And he came across as innocent, but he was always scheming. And that is the Chinese for you. In one hand, they're like making pink unicorn dolls for your kid's 6th birthday and shipping it over. And with the other hand, they're fiddling with the wires of a goddamn ballistic nuclear goddamn whatever missile. That's the Chinese for you people. That's the Chinese.
But we did have the ground-based mid-course defense system. I emphasize we did have, no longer have it. In case you're wondering what the ground-based mid-course defense system is, it is a system which can shoot down incoming missiles in the mid-course phase of flight. But it is now gone. It was destroyed during the course of the Civil War. Some say sabotaged by Chinese agents to will make it easier for Chinese missiles to get through. Hence the reason so many did get through and are continuing to get through. The system could also help against nuclear attack, but now, well, we are in real trouble. Nuclear warheads are on the way to the United States, and as things stand, we have no way of stopping them. So I wish I could give you some worthwhile advice, but unfortunately I can't. But there is a possibility that many of us can survive this, at least for a while, but that comes down to luck, whether or not you're lucky enough to live in an area. Which is not seen as a worthwhile target for the Chinese. In other words, a very remote rural area. But then you have the fallout, and in this case you are hoping that the wind is blowing in your favor, that the radionuclides basically fall in a place that you are not. Simple as that. Yep, it's grim, folks, and I don't personally expect to make it, if I'm being honest. I don't expect to see my family again, and that pains me to say that, but that's the reality of the situation. So the only thing I can do now...
You're listening to DJ Apocalypse, and this track really seems to complement the current mood, apocalyptic, the build-up to the big boom, the anticipation. What better way to go out, y'all, than listening to your main man, DJ Apocalypse, right? We going out in style, y'all, for real. Pop the champagne and spark up a big fat Scooby-Dooby, y'all. This is the real shit right here, y'all.
It's World War III. Nuclear bombs big, blowing up shit like it's Nagasaki. Worldwide, you bitches can't hide the nuclear war. Worldwide, you bitches can't hide. Nuclear war. This is it for real. Ain't no big deal. Death by nuclear. Watch your friend's skin peel. Nuclear war. It's World War III. Nuclear war. It's World War III. Nuclear bombs big, blowing up shit like it's Nagasaki. This is it for real. Ain't no big deal. Death by nuclear. Watch your friend's skin peel. It's World War III.
And I haven't seen or even spoken to my family in over 2 months, since like a week before the Civil War started. And what pains me most is that I know how worried they will be, how many sleepless nights my mom and dad would have had since I last spoke to them, wondering if I'm still alive. And now they will be hearing this news and thinking if she wasn't dead already, she definitely will be now, and being unable to just reassure them and tell them that despite everything that's happened, I've actually managed, I guess you could say, pretty well, and I've been okay in comparison to a lot of other people who have suffered greatly and lost many friends and loved ones. I know my mom's biggest concern will be if I have been eating enough, and if this recording somehow survives all this, and you hear it, Mom, yes, I got enough, I went hungry for a few days, sure, but who didn't? But now I just wish I had the chance to say one last time, face to face, how much I love you guys, that I'm sorry I didn't make it back to you, and that I'm sorry we won't spend another Christmas together, and that I never gave you the grandchild that you wanted so much. I just love you guys. I love you.
And then we were gone by a nuclear bomb. Dee-dee-da-da-da-da-da-da. So the Sonnies have estimated 500 nuclear warheads, but I don't know how many they can fire at one time, so maybe they will hit New York and half an hour later another city, or can they fire 2, 3, 10, 20 at the same time? This is the kind of shit we should have learned in school, instead of the absolute useless bullshit that you never use. Also, how to survive a nuclear apocalypse, that would have been useful too. China's been hit again, this time nuke hit, or was it Wonju? Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but there you go. That'll be us very soon. We got I think 15 minutes until the first nuke or nukes hit. Can't believe I'm saying that shit. That's messed up. Shit, man. I'm too young to die, and I didn't even get to say goodbye properly to anyone. I had so many plans. I wanted to travel the world, just do some stupid shit, the stuff you're meant to do when you're young, but I don't think I'm gonna get that chance, and it seems so unfair, really. I know that sounds kind of whiny, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to live, right? I'm only 19, and these stupid, power-hungry, psychopathic, elitist, devil-worshipping pieces of shit are gonna put an end to that for millions of people. And this ain't about China versus America, or America versus Russia, or Iran versus Israel. It's not about countries. It's a conglomerate of globalists who don't care who fights, just as long as their agenda is met. Their plans to depopulate the world by whatever means necessary, pit country against country, and a lot of people have put forward the argument, well, why would these people want to live in a nuclear destroyed world when this is all over? But there will be many parts that are still habitable afterwards in the place, and the ones that are not, well, they will recover. It will take a hell of a long time, but they are willing to play the long game in order to bring about their ideal future utopia. And if it means nuclear war, then nuclear war it is, because at the end of all this there will be billions dead, billions, maybe 90% or more of the world's population. The Great Reset people cleanse the earth of, what was the unwanted, it's a coal, the Great Coal, and of course some will survive, but they don't want to survive, and they will just be exterminated in some way or other. Start counting down, guys. Not long now. I don't know exactly how long. Could be 15 minutes, could be 5 minutes. Hell, it could be in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait for it. Nothing. Okay, that's a relief. I thought for a second there I was going to be... First one is here. Reporting massive. That's hit American soil. Oh my dear Lord, did you hear that? Oh my God, how close was that? It sounded kinda close, but it couldn't have been, or I'd be dead.
Don't know how far away that was, but I can still hear the shock wave, sound wave, whatever. It sounded massive, absolutely massive. Does anyone know where that hit? Like, that could have been 10 miles away, 100 miles, I have no idea.
Another one coming. Brace yourself.
Probably felt that too, ground shook like a tremor, but I think that was
Huge flash of light in the sky, kind of on the horizon, but it completely lit up the sky with a flash, and I thought I saw 2 flashes, like another one about 3 to 4 seconds after the first. I don't know, because the sky was already kind of bright from the first flash, but I'm pretty sure I saw a second. Anyone else see that?
Ground shaking, and it was quite a while after the bright flash that I heard the booming sound, like the actual explosion itself. It was at least a minute, maybe more. So I estimated that if sound travels at about 343 meters per second, then that nuke, if it took the sound of the explosion about a minute to reach me, let's just say a minute and 10 seconds roughly, then that would mean, if my math is correct, that the nuke hit about 15 miles away or 24 kilometers away. So a little too close for comfort. For me,
stop standing around and looking at the goddamn sky. Get underground, you idiots. Do something. Anything to give yourself half a chance. Another one is going to hit this part of the country very soon. The one we heard was only one of 14 nukes that hit America. 1 of 14, there's plenty more to come. New York was hit. LA was hit. Houston was hit. Chicago was hit. Washington was hit. A combo of nukes and hypersonic missiles. They are throwing everything at us. Europe is getting hit by Russia, China, and North Korea combined. Europe is firing in return, and they have hit Russia, parts of Iran, and Israel firing at one another. It's all out global nuclear war. Korea, North Korea hit South Korea. We're hitting China, cities all over. China getting nuked. India, something is happening. Maybe some nukings are going on there too. This is a last man standing situation, or last country standing. Get underground. Now, give yourself at least half a chance.
I saved a cold beer for this moment. Well, not cold, but it's a beer at least, and I'm sitting on porch watching the world burn, and I'm ready. I'm ready to burn with it. God bless America.